hope you all belong to Samriddhi's team, right? In the partnership team. Everyone,
Yes.
great. So I just want to keep this session, on a very simple note. I just want to explain you what Fatafat as a business model is and what we do in Fatafat. And then I'm open to any sort of questions from you guys. That's not a problem. So I think it's a 1 hour session, and I'll probably keep it simple for you guys so that we're all on the same page at the end of the session. So open question: does anyone know what Fatafat is? I just want to know like what exactly you guys know about it, or should I assume it's zero? I mean, like anyone,
So
right?
Rahul, to be
Yeah,
honest,
go
we
ahead.
can assume for zero for now,
Okay,
as nobody is much aware about Fatafat. So
okay.
that's why we please keep the session both for Indian and international clients as well.
Yeah, it's for both Indian and international. So I'm just gonna share my screen. Okay, just let me know when you guys see it. Guys, so Fatafat basically is an hyperlocal app. Okay, when we talk about Fatafat, it's just an hyperlocal app. And how it differentiates from itself from Jungleworks. So differences in Jungleworks, you are selling a solution. In Jungleworks, you're trying to sell a software, you're trying to solve a problem. But when it comes to Fatafat, we are basically talking about a business model. So basically, we are trying to sell a brand. So Fatafat is an in-house brand. It was again developed in our 1 second, guys. Yeah. So this was again, a brainchild of Summer, where he wanted something like Jugnu in the food market. So that's where Fatafat came into the picture. I'm pretty sure you're aware of the tech stack. It basically means it's just Yelo and Tookan, but a few things which are different from yeah. So a few things which are different from Yelo and Token, which you won't find it on those apps. Moving on, so when I say that we are a brand, so basically we are selling a brand. So we are trying to sell how you would imagine someone selling ferns and petals, or someone selling a franchisee of McDonald's. So imagine that way. So, for example, a rich guy comes to you and he says that he's looking for a business opportunity, and you say, "Hey, you know what? There's some kind of a franchisee that you can start, and that could be anything. I mean, that could be Fatafat, Fons and Petals, or McDonald's. So I want that kind of a brain image installed in all of your minds, so that you separate Fatafat from Jungleworks and its products. Okay, so when it comes to Fatafat, we are selling a brand and not a solution, not just a solution. So always remember that. So again, coming to the specifics of what Fatafat in nutshell is. So we are currently in 12 countries. We are active in about 71 cities, where we are having about more than 20 or plus orders per day. So I'm using a metric called 20 plus orders because we definitely have a fluctuation of orders, and that's how I would love to put it. So we are in 71 cities, in which there are about 20 plus orders plus one per day. So you don't have to tell this to your client. I'm pretty sure to justify what kind of app we are, all you have to do is go to Play Store. I'm just gonna go to Play Store, and I'm just gonna show you what we are. So when you go here, so we have about 1 lakh plus downloads. I mean 100K plus downloads. So this itself explains that we are not big. I mean, we are not competing with Dunzo. We are not competing with Swiggy, or we're not competing with Zomato. But we are definitely in the race. That's our goal. I mean, that's how we see as Fatafat. So I really want you guys to be straightforward with your clients. Tell them, hey, Fatafat is one of those hyperlocal solutions from a company in Chandigarh, and it has about 1 lakh downloads. To be specific, we are currently going to reach 2 lakhs. We are at 197K, and it's available in 12 countries, and it's a good franchisee. So it's a product from India. Okay, so that's how you have to pitch. Now coming to more specifics about Fatafat. So I'm pretty sure you are aware of the countries. If you're not aware of the countries, I'm just gonna open it here again. Just a second. So, so this is the current franchisee spread. So I would, get all. I'll just send these documents to you as well, so that you guys can have this with you, and this can enable you to sell the franchises to your franchisee. I mean, to your clients as well. So these are the countries that we are currently available. Guys, can you just say if there is any issue with the screen sharing? I mean, if I hope it's okay. Hello.
Nothing as of now, sir.
Great. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
we
Great.
can
Perfectly visible.
proceed.
Perfect. So these are the countries and the cities where we are currently live. Okay, and these are the links. So if you want to check our let's say Mexican website, so you can just go to the Mexican website, or probably if you want to check our Brazil, so we also have a Brazil website ready. So this is where we are currently, guys. I mean, it's been a journey for us for the last 3 months where we have expanded greatly. So this is our Brazil website. So this is in Portuguese, and we do not have a Mexican website yet. So yeah, so that's an issue. Anyways, I think I definitely do have an UK website. I'll just have a look at that if that's available. So yeah, guys, I mean, we are still in the entry phase. It's been just about 3 months that we are here, and we have expanded in these corners of the world. So that's all about Fatafat right now. So when we come to the technology, all you can do is go to Play Store, download the Fatafat app. It's a local delivery app. You just go to Play Store, download this app, and try it for yourself. I mean, we have come a long way. It's not the same Fatafat. I'm not sure if you guys would have used it. Let's say even 7 months back. It has changed a lot. So probably go ahead and see how the look and feel of the app is. So we have a local delivery app. That's basically the customer app. We also have a merchant app, and we also have a driver app, right? So these are the three main app that comes up with this solution as a brand, which we would be giving to our franchisee owners as well. So guys, so this is all about from the technological front. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of what the stack of this technology is. So it's all Yelo and Tookan. Moving on, I really want to show you where we are in the market, so that how we pitch what we are and how we price the whole solution. So when I was when so again, so there's a very small introduction about Fatafat. It was launched in 2016. It was invested by Paytm, Rocketship, and Snow Leopard Technology. This is something that you can always Google upon and share with your clients. India's first concierge service provider. I mean, so to be honest, it is still debatable, but I just want to give you a story here, that we were before Dunzo. So Dunzo, I'm pretty sure you guys know what Dunzo is. So we had the idea. It is just that we could not capitalize on it, but it was always there. It was always that idea in us that we could do something like this. And then Dunzo happened. Dunzo happened in around to mid 2017. Right. So again, customers, 50 lakh customers. I mean, that's pan India. We are showing this for our marketing reasons. I mean, definitely we're including our merchants, we are including our drivers, and we're also including our right customers right now, and across the whole world. So the costing. So when we talk about Fatafat, so I was explaining you guys that it is a brand. So let's say if I want to open up a business, so what are the main ingredients that I need to have? I need to have a technology. I'm talking about an on-demand business. So I need to have a technology. I really need to have a team. I also need to have the on-ground workforce who would be able to deliver the orders, cater to the orders, right? So this is what we are helping you with. So when we talk about opening up a franchisee, let's just come back from a different perspective. Let's say a guy wants to open a franchisee of McDonald's. He needs to have a land. He needs to have a space, a workspace where he can install the kitchen. He needs to have a dining area. He needs to have the right kind of branding, and he also needs to have the right location. So these are the few prerequisites to install a McDonald's franchisee, right? Then what would be for Fatafat? So when we come for Fatafat, we normally charge them for marketing. I'll go deep into that, and for the technology, and for the operational support that we have, which we are giving in, which we do not charge them explicitly, but we definitely include that in our costing. Okay. Any questions till now, guys? I mean, you can stop me till now if you have any questions. Lavish, Mayank, anyone?
No question.
No questions. Great.
It's been clear so far.
Great. Perfect. So I'll just move on. So when I was saying that there are three major constituents of a costing, so it's basically Fatafat physical marketing. So and again, so I'll just show what exactly are the three major costing so that you guys can be on the same page. Just a second. This is right. So again, so when I was talking about the three major costings, so we have a franchisee cost, which would be exclusive or non-exclusive. We have a marketing physical branding cost, which would be done on ground, and we also have a digital marketing cost. So I'm just repeating again. We have a franchisee cost, which could be non-exclusive or exclusive. We have a physical marketing cost, which again depends on the plans, and we also have a digital marketing cost. So these are the three major costs that will combine together and give a cost for the franchisee cost. I hope this is clear till now, guys. I just need a validation from you because this is very important.
Are you showing something as well? Because I can see the Play Store page only. Is there?
Interesting. Just a second. Can you see? I mean, I've
Yep.
been doing my
Yes, I
deck
can.
for the past 10 minutes, guys. I mean, that's what I was asking. Did you see my deck for the past 10 minutes?
No.
No, actually,
No,
we were
it
just
is not visible.
Right. So that's where we missed out, I guess. So that's why I was asking. So if you guys could see my deck. So anyways, moving on. So this is what I was trying to explain. So we were at this page. So I was explaining we have three major costs. The franchisee cost, that could be non-exclusive and exclusive, and the physical marketing cost and the digital marketing cost. Okay, so these are the three major costs. I hope the screen is visible right now.
Yes, it is.
yes.
Yes, it is.
Perfect. So I was using the deck for the past 10 minutes. I think we missed it. I missed a lot of content, but anyways. So guys, so again, what exactly is a non-exclusive franchisee and what exactly is a exclusive franchisee? So let me deep dive into it. So let's say Lavish wants to open up a franchisee in Mumbai. Okay. So Mumbai is big. I mean, like it's huge. It has a population of 2 crore. Okay. So Lavish can actually think of opening a non-exclusive franchisee. So what basically non-exclusive means is basically Lavish can open up a franchisee and Mayank can also buy a franchisee in the same area and work with him. Okay, so we allow the competition in non-exclusive. So that's where we have a maximum franchisee count as well, if you can see. So basically 30 people can work non-exclusively in Mumbai. But what happens is, let's say I need one more name. Let's say Saksham. So let's say Ramesh bought a non-exclusive franchisee, Mayank bought a non-exclusive franchisee, but Saksham bought an exclusive franchisee for Mumbai. So what happens in this scenario is, no one else would ever be able to buy anything in Mumbai. That's for sure law. But this will also mean whoever were working before Saksham, basically Lavish and Mayank, these guys can still operate. Okay? These guys can still operate because these guys came before Saksham. So this is what exclusive and non-exclusive means. Non-exclusive means, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Rahul, to disturb in between, but your voice is breaking a lot.
Right.
Like we cannot hear you clearly.
You guys hear me
Can
now?
everyone else mute their mics?
You just let me know if this is okay.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
okay.
It's okay.
So I was just explaining about the exclusive and non-exclusive. So when a guy buys exclusive, that's it. The area is sealed. No one else can buy it for that particular term until which the guy has contract with us, right? But the people or the franchisee or the partners before Saksham who went on to buy an exclusive franchisee, Lavish and Mayank, they can still work in that particular territory because they came before Saksham. So whenever there is an exclusive deal, that means the area is cordoned off, it is sealed, no one else can buy it. But if it's an exclusive, we can still sell it based on the franchisee count. So, for example, there are eight franchisees, non-exclusive franchisee in this population region. So we can still sell 15 non-exclusive. So there's a count for non-exclusive as well. So we can still sell that bucket of non-exclusive. So that is what it means. Non-exclusive and exclusive. Any questions till now, guys? I mean, or do you want to save it for the last 10 minutes of Q&A?
Rahul, I just want to ask one question. So, let's say, like you said, in Mumbai, since there are already 2 franchises, now someone wants to buy exclusive. So, can we reduce any cost for them? Because by chance, if they get to know there are already 2 exclusive, 2 non-exclusive, they may ask, why should I pay the same cost? Because I'm not getting an exclusivity here. And he may ask, since I am paying a lot of amount, it is actually beneficial the other 2 non-exclusive franchises because there is no competition, furthermore competition for them, but I am paying the cost for them. This will be a problem, right there.
Cost for them as in, what cost is he paying for them?
I mean, so by buying exclusivity, he is not allowing any more non-exclusive franchises. That means he is eliminating the cost. I mean, he is eliminating the competition for the earlier 2 franchises also, the non-exclusive franchises.
No, so I'll just give you in a very simple words. Okay, I'll come back to the competition of let's say, how should I put it? McDonald's itself. Okay, so whenever there are 2 McDonald's, let's say in Chandigarh, sector 17-1, sector 18-1. Okay, we cannot ask someone to take a franchisee we cannot stop someone from taking a franchisee in a posh area of Chandigarh. Okay, so the problem here is with franchisee business is time, because let's say Kamal, you came to me today and you say, hey, you know what, I do not have money, but I have, let's say 185K. Can you give me a pro plan for Delhi? I can't say no to you, right? But imagine, so it is always about time. So down the line, I'm always looking for one. So my end goal for me is to have an exclusive partner across the whole world. I mean, across the whole country, let's say on a realistic time series. Okay. So that is where it comes. So for example, Lavish came in January 2020 and he took, because he was interested. He was very interested. I can't say no to him. I can't say, hey, you know what, I'm waiting for Kamal in June 2020 who's going to buy an exclusive franchisee with me. So it's all about time, right? So that I understand there is some kind of an, a competition or some kind of an, a miscommunication that might happen. But to be honest, a guy who takes up exclusive franchisee, I'm telling you that guy definitely has money. And he does not care about the local competition. He'll be like, let them run. I do not care. I'm taking the whole city. I have money. I'll do my marketing and I'll take care of the franchise. It's always like that. We tried this in AP as well. We did this in South Delhi as well. The guys do not care who's there before. They're like, let them work. I don't care. Because the guy, you know what? It comes from a mentality of a franchisee owner. Someone buying 75,000, right? For him, it's just a side project. He's not serious about, running a strong franchisee or taking our brand to heights. No, for him, it is just a side investment. Imagine someone paying at least around, 30 lakhs for a Mumbai, right? So that guy is very serious. That guy has money. That guy has the right amount of workforce to do it. So it all comes down to that. I hope I answered you.
Sorry to interrupt you, Rahul. I guess what Kamal was trying to ask is, let's say, cost for exclusivity in Delhi is 30 lakhs. Okay.
Okay.
We already have 5 non-exclusive franchisee owner, and they have paid us, let's say 5 lakhs. Okay. So what Kamal is trying to say over here is the exclusive partner will be asking for a discount because we already have 5 partners who have paid 5 lakhs. So can we offer them the exclusive partnership in 25 lakhs? Because we have already taken 5 lakhs from those partners, and even that exclusive partner is now
right, I get it. So you just want to cut out a deal with an exclusive partner to reduce the cost of the non-exclusive franchisee from his exclusive cost, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, it can be decided. I mean, it all comes down to the negotiations at the end of the day. But to be honest, if I'm giving him Delhi, so when we talk about Delhi, what exactly is the population of Delhi? I mean, it's not written here. I think it was It was somewhere. It's around 2.20 billion. Okay, 2.5 crore is a good market. Okay, and to be honest, reducing 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs can be done. I mean, it all comes down to the sales negotiation. But it's a good market, yeah. I mean, he'll definitely understand the worth of value more than the cost of franchising. Okay.
And my question is like, for like let's say there are 10 franchisee owner non-exclusive in Delhi. So how we will be differentiating between them, like the business they will be generating? So it will be divided on region or like or merchants, or how we will be differentiating?
So what happens is, so for example, you are one of those franchisee owners in Delhi, okay? And let's say Kashish is another franchisee owner who's working in South Delhi. So whenever let me make it difficult for myself. Let's imagine Lavish and Kashish working both in South Delhi. You guys will have your own set of merchants who you can only onboard. You cannot steal merchants from Kashish. Kashish cannot steal merchants from you. Whatever you sign, those merchants are uniquely yours. And when it comes to the dashboard, so I think we have all the functionalities to give you an access, Lavish, where you can see your own merchants, your own drivers, your own orders. And same goes for Kashish as well, who can see his own merchants, his own drivers, and his own orders. So we have that functionality in Yelo dashboard. So I hope you're confirmed till now. And also, again, good question. When it comes to Tookan, we can geofence your drivers into a particular team. And similarly for Kashish, I can also do a different team for his own drivers. So that is also possible. That's not a problem. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. So I let me add something into this.
Okay.
So let's say we are doing the marketing for both of the partners, okay, in South Delhi.
Yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come to that when I discuss the marketing section. I understand your question. You're saying what will happen if both the marketing collide, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come to that. Don't worry. Let's just go on to the next slide, and then I'll come to this question. No worries, okay? So guys, I hope you guys are clean with what non-exclusive and exclusive means, right? I'm assuming it's a good discussion right now. Moving on. So whenever you guys have to calculate a cost, you just have to go to the Google. Give me a city. Just give me a random city name which you want to use. I mean, let's go for Raipur or any small cities which you want to know. Any random city.
Visakhapatnam.
So when you go for Visakhapatnam, you just have to type population 2020. Right? So it's about 21,075. Okay. So it's about 21 lakhs. Okay, 21 lakhs. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. So when I come here, so my non-exclusive cost would fall between this bracket. Can you see this 20 to 50 lakhs? So my plan would be 95,000 for starter, 135 for pro, and 200K for enterprise. I hope it's simple. You guys got the picture, right?
Yeah.
You guys got yeah, go ahead.
Can you please explain all the three plans? What's the difference in that, so that we can understand the pricing part as well?
Right. So the most basic plan we have is called a starter plan. Okay. And in this plan we normally give a 3-month marketing and a certain set of materials, physical branding materials for the on-ground marketing. Okay. So similarly, the only thing that is changing in other plans is basically the months for marketing and the extra material that we would be giving in pro and henceforth in enterprise. I'm just going to go down and show you the plans so that it's quite simple for you guys. So if you see, starter for physical marketing includes these set of offerings where we give around 100 branding sets, about 2,000 leaflets, which again differentiates from pro and enterprise. So we are just adding on exponentially so that we add value to the cost as well, right? So this is the only difference that we would be giving in the physical front. Moving on, similarly for the digital marketing front, we have a starter plan which is about 25,000. So again, when I talk about this, I'll just come back to this again. So I'm just going to differentiate. So it's in pro we give about 6 months of marketing, in enterprise we give about 12 months of marketing. So this is the difference, right? So these are the major difference that you can pitch to your clients, so your clients know. So I hope I answered your question, right?
Rahul,
Yes.
one thing.
Mhm.
So if a client wants 12 months of digital marketing, but only 6 months of physical marketing, the pro plan of physical marketing, I can mix and match like that, right?
Awesome, possible. That's where I was coming to the next point. So whenever you guys select a plan, let's say we got about 135 for Visakhapatnam. Okay, so 135 has a pro costing of let's say physical marketing of 35,000 and a digital marketing of 50,000. So you can just reduce. Let me just show you by mathematically. So the cost was 135 minus 85,000. So this is the technology cost. This is the raw franchisee cost that you are getting. On top of this, you can add anything. You can add enterprise physical marketing, that would be 50,000 plus enterprise digital marketing as well. So you can mix and match that as well. That's not a problem. Okay. Did you get this? What I was trying to explain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
just confirming it once again, Rahul. I'm so sorry to intervene. So the cost 75. Less than 2 lakh. When franchisee starter 75,000. It includes digital marketing as well as physical marketing.
Right. Perfect. So 75,000 minus 25,000 for the digital marketing minus 20,000 for the physical marketing. Okay, so you get 30,000. So if a client is like, sir, mereko, I don't need physical marketing, I don't need digital marketing, just give him a 30,000 platform. He'll be happy, right?
More than amazing. Thank you so much. And one more thing, the pointer would be in a population of less than 2 lakh, only a single franchisee allowed.
Yes.
What if the first single franchisee was a non-exclusive one and the next one who wanted it to be a exclusive one?
Yeah, I mean, so when you come to the exclusive cost of, it's not much difference. I mean, 25,000. I think how should I put this? 2 lakhs is literally a village, or let's say it's a very small town. It's a tier 4, tier 5 kind of a setup. Okay, so when we talk about that, I don't think 2 or more franchisee makes sense. 1 is more than enough. I think imagine.
Yeah, it totally doesn't.
Yeah,
I understand that. But what if the second person wants it exclusively?
No. I think we can't do that. So we have to stick to the contract. I think this is where I really need to respect the franchisee owner. I think from a franchisor point of view, I really need to respect that guy because it's a very small market here. I can't discredit his offer.
Yeah. So less than 2 lakhs makes the complete deal exclusive. Fine.
Right, almost, yeah. It all definitely makes. So anyways, he has an option. For sales guys, you guys have an option of pitching him either 1 lakh. And so normally I've seen in sales guys is that they pitch 1 lakh because anyways it's the exclusive thing. And then the guys like it's too much, then they pitch him 75,000. So it's the same matter. I mean, it's nothing changes. Okay. It's only that the contract will have an exclusive term instead of a non-exclusive term. Anyways, moving on. So this is what the costings comprises of, guys. So I was just giving a picture of what digital marketing means. So this is something very similar to how you recharge your internet pack on your mobile. It's a booster. Okay, for a client so this is where your upsells will come. For a client, one of your client who has taken a starter plan of 3-month marketing, you can go back to him and tell, hey, Mr. X and X, I want to say you something that, go ahead and buy a 6 months marketing plan. I'm pretty sure you're happy with the three-month marketing plan. Probably you can go and buy our 6-month marketing plan. So this is where your 50,000 upsell would come. Okay, pretty sure this is very cheap in the Indian context. It amounts to about $700, but it's one of the most easiest upsells, which we are still seeing in the Fatafat setup rather than the Jungleworks setups. Or because clients anyways wants a digital marketing, so he goes ahead and he asks you for give me an yearly marketing plan or a pro marketing plan. So this is where you can play around with your sales and your upsells, and you can actually pitch him this. So that's one thing that I wanted to make sure. Again, coming to the physical marketing, very self-explanatory. It has its 3 own plans. Once the materials are over, you can just get, I mean, for most probably these kind of situations would be happen, the client would be having with the operation team rather than you. So I don't think this is important for you guys. So yeah, I think where the costing comes. Any questions? I mean, just on the costing part. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of how you need to cost your clients now on the Indian front. Any questions? Or
Yeah, go ahead, Lavish.
No. I was saying I'm fine with it.
right. Also remember, all these costs is excluding GST. GST would be extra. Okay.
Rahul, one thing in marketing front. So there is one franchisee owner who asked me, see, since the marketing is being done, now I paid some amount for marketing, but that is beneficial. That is going to be beneficial for other franchisee owner also.
Right. So this is where I want to tell you. So let's say Lavish bought a franchisee. Okay. He took a franchisee, let's say of Pro plan where there is a 6 month marketing, and let's say Saksham took a plan of 3 month marketing for 25,000. So when we talk about 50,000, this 50,000 is going to be divided into 6 months. So if you specifically put this 50 divided by 6, it's about how many? I mean, like it's about $883 per month. I'm messing up my math here.
8,333.
It's 8,333 rupees per month. Okay.
Yeah.
And similarly, if you try this guy who Saksham took the plan for starter divided by 3.
Same 8,333.
Get the point? So monthly spend is anyway same. Okay. So when
no, the thing is, for suppose
I'm coming to the point. So monthly spend is anyway same. Saksham's 3 month marketing will get over. Now the next 3 months, where Lavish has taken a 6 months marketing, he would be spending. So I understand that there would be some kind of a marketing spend that would be helping the other guy as well.
Exactly.
But to be honest, imagine this way. We are also running merchant campaigns, which I can't run for Saksham because he's done with his 3 month quota. I can still run. For example, if Lavish has a merchant tie-up with Behroz Biryani, I can still run a Behroz Biryani ad for him for the next 3 months. You get, that's where marketing gets tricky. That's where the expectations get different. For the app downloads, it is anyways going to help this guy as well, and it is also going to help this guy as well, because if both are in the same city, and if the marketing is targeted towards app downloads, the customer has the choice to either buy from his merchant or from his merchant. Okay, so it's anyways helping both the guys. So that's not a problem. The clients never question this because they understand at the end of the day, no one is losing out, everyone is winning. So that's how the whole marketing game is right now. You get my point? I hope I explained you well.
Yeah, it is explained, but I actually got this from a couple of clients, and that's why I thought of putting this question.
Yeah, I think so. You need to explain them with these mathematics and explain them the end goal. See, the end goal of digital marketing is to not just to get help one franchisee. No, it's not about that. It is about to get customers, and that customer can anyways buy from your franchisee or anyways from his franchisee, right? So it's a win-win game. So it's not a problem. Okay, because you cannot. How to say it? I cannot control what Kamal is going to buy on a Sunday afternoon.
No, but I think here the merchant campaign plays a good point here. That will help us in making a differentiator.
Exactly. So that's one of the major KPIs. You can just let the client know as well. We can definitely run a superb merchant campaign for you rather than for that guy. So that's where things get different.
So Rahul,
yeah.
Do we charge anything extra to the franchisee owner for a merchant campaign?
We do not. We cannot. I mean, whatever we have, this is all the raw cost. Okay. This is all the burn that I'm going to do. Client has the option of using this anyway. He has a budget of 60,000. I have the team who can help you spend this 60,000 superbly. So yeah.
I, as a franchisee owner, can charge Lapinos anything extra for the same?
I do not get you. Can you come again?
I was a franchisee owner. I told Lapinos I'll advertise you on the platform. I asked Fatafat, do the same. Lapinos ka campaign run kar do. At the same time, I charged Lapinos 500 per day extra or something like that.
See, that is your way of earning money. So, from a franchisor point of view, what is that going to help me? It's not going to help me anyways, right? Because I can't charge him. I can't go and say, hey, you charge Lapinius 500 rupees, give me 50% of that. I cannot do that. But it's a good question. Probably down the line, probably we would also urge and enter into franchisee merchant discussions. But currently, we are not doing that. We are very simple. What do you give? We'll run for that because we have the service. So imagine from the service point of view as well, because we have a team. If this franchisee owner has to do the same kind of marketing from our third-party agency, he might have to shell out for a per hourly cost of the resource. Also, he needs to pay for the campaigns that the team has to run. So it's a
exactly. Fine, we are giving a lot of preferences here. So one more thing. Does the franchisee owner get any ability to track the marketing campaigns or anything so that they can have a suggestion on the same or anything?
Right. So we very recently, we have upped our marketing game, and we are sharing bi-weekly updates of app downloads. We are sharing bi-weekly updates of what campaigns are running. But guys, I'll just make one thing clear: do not pitch this to your clients, okay? Because what happens is we have seen every client when he does not understand digital marketing at all. But this guy comes to us and like, show me what you have, show me the app downloads. So it gets very messy for us as well. To be honest, we will help him out. If he asks, we'll give him from our end. That's not a problem. But don't make it as an offering. We would show you, because I've seen some sales guys saying to clients that ki sir aapko is din aapke mobile pe Fatafat ka ad dikhega. Yeah, I'm not a god to control that at the end of the day. So that's not possible. So do not pitch all this to your client, but definitely we'll help them out with all kind of statistics. These statistics are again the statistics that we get from Facebook Ad Manager. Okay, so we can't lie around it. So everything would be transparent. Just let them know, we'll share that. Okay, but do not tell them that we will be sharing them every week, every day, itne app downloads. Don't promise them anything, because marketing again can't be promised. So guys, so this was the costing part. So how the renewal fees works. So basically, based on each population, we have a certain order milestone that the franchisee owner has to achieve. For example, Kamal belongs to Visakhapatnam, which falls into this category, and his franchisee cost me around 2 lakhs. So excluding the marketing cost, whatever is the franchisee cost, he has to complete. For example, if he completes 320 orders per day before the month of renewal, 320 orders per day. So I'm not going to charge him anything. He can freely use my platform because he's already giving me 320 orders per day. Okay. But if he's doing 160 orders per day, so I am going to charge him 60% of his deal size. You get the point? I hope this was simple. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So based on the order limit, we would be charging him the renewal cost. So don't worry. So whenever pre-sales makes the proposal, they would be adding the percentage and this order milestone in the proposal. So it's very simple for the client. He'll understand ki, okay, if I have to do about 240 orders, then I'll only have to pay 40% of the franchisee cost. If I'm already doing about 330 orders, then I do not have to pay because I'm already crossing the 320 mark. So it's all the renewal thing. So because this is very important, we need to also get the renewal fees out of the system as well. So moving on, again, I think this is the last part. So these are the major things that you can explain to your client from the costing part. Now let me come to the major part, which is basically the business model. So guys, I hope, can I move to the business model part from the costing part, if you guys are okay?
Yeah, yes. Can you please just tell us the exclusive cost for the same?
For what?
So these are the exclusive pricing, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can move on.
Yeah. So we also have, above 20 lakhs, you just have to let us know that we will give you the costing. We only have till 20 lakhs, and definitely above 20 lakhs, you just have to come to me or to Mayank Agarwal and let us know, hey, I have a client whose population of the city population is more than 20 lakhs, and we'll give you the pricing. So that's not a problem. Just reach out to us for that. So the major point where we need to talk about the business model. So I just want to show you, I just want to explain you that How should I? Let's just come back to the screen. I just need 3 more names so that I can help you understand. Okay, so I am the franchisor, and Saksham is the franchisee owner. Okay, let's say he's the franchisee owner of Raipur. Lavish is the merchant that he wants to sign up. So how does the whole commission part works out? This is very important, guys. So Saksham will sign a deal with Lavish. He will say, Lavish, I will push your products on a 15% higher margin, and out of that 15% higher margin, give me, let's say, 1/3 of, give me the whole 15%, and you can have the product cost, because for Lavish it is one product that he's selling. Let's say Lavish has a soap of, let's say, 70 rupees. Saksham will sign a deal to put that soap for 85 rupees on the platform. So 15 rupees is the extra. Okay, so that just follow the mathematics here. 15 rupees is extra here. Now, when it comes to the platform, it becomes 100. Why? Because 70 plus 15 is the extra, plus 15 rupees delivery. Okay, so this delivery charge is also added on an order. So whenever you place an order from Swiggy or Dunzo or Zomato, there is always a delivery charge that is being added as well. So what happens is, let's say Aksh Bharadwaj placed an order. So he places an order, 100 rupees comes to me. Okay, he pays via an online Paytm. The 100 rupees comes to Fatafat. Now this 100 rupees gets split. 15 rupees goes to Saksham because that's the delivery charge. The rest 15 would be divided between me and Saksham in a very good manner. I'll just explain you that, where 1/3 would come to me. So 15 ka 1/3 hua 5 rupees. That 5 rupees comes to me. 10 rupees goes to Saksham. Okay, and the rest of the 70 rupees goes to Lavish because that was his product cost. I hope you understand the flow of money.
Yes. So we are kind of sharing the revenue 66% or 33% with the 66 we are providing to the franchisee owner, and 33% we are keeping for ourselves.
Yes.
And if I'm not wrong, if like the commission which franchisee owner is charging is 20%, then the ratio is 75 and 25, right?
Right. Yes. So I'll share all those details with you. It's in the deck so that you guys can have a good look at it. Because I'm explaining it in a real-time scenario, it is getting tough for you guys. Okay. So imagine.
Can you please repeat the concept again?
Perfect. I'll just do it. So what happens is, let's say, again, I'm coming back from Saksham being the franchisee owner, Lavish being the merchant. Lavish has a product, let's say 70 rupees. Saksham says, I'll put that product on 85 rupees and then help you push that product and sell that product, because Lavish wants to sell the product because he's a merchant, he's a retailer, he has to push the products, he has to sell the products, he has to clear his inventory. For him, any kind of an inventory clearing method is beneficial for him. So Saksham says, I'll go to you, give me a product, I'll list on the online on an 15 rupees extra, and I'll get the money back for you as well. So Saksham then comes to us, we list the product for 870 plus 15, 85, and then I also add 15 rupees extra delivery charge because the delivery would be done by the drivers. That being said, the total order amount would be paid 100. 100 would be paid. So now this 100 gets split, 15 to the driver, 15 clearly to the driver. Okay. So now this money would again go to Saksham because he has to handle driver payments. The next 15 would split into 1/3 and 2/3. 2/3 would go to Saksham, 1/3 will come to me. Okay. So this is how it works. Do not worry on this. We have that written in the deck, so you can have a check on that. Okay.
Also, Rahul, we have a limitation, right? So we are not going to charge more than 5%, even if he takes 50% from the merchant.
So we do not have a limit, but we do not go below 5%. But we have in some cases, it all comes down to the business level discussions where we have to discuss on what would be the right commission. Okay. With the franchisee. Okay, so that's not a problem because the franchisee owner has to talk with the merchant there. So that's how it works. So always remember that. Also, the responsibilities of franchisee owners here is that he also has to onboard merchants. He also has to tie up drivers. So basically, he has to, take care of the driver payouts. He has to take care of the merchant payouts as well. Okay. Right. So I just got a question here. I'll just have a check what exactly it is. Yeah. Oh, hi. I see Mayank Agarwal has joined here. Mayank, do you want to add something?
No, so we are going great here. Guys, any questions, queries for me? So I can answer that. I'll just listen to the conversation. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I'm just answering Kashish Malhotra's question where he said that how many days for the payout cycle. So we normally, okay, so when it comes to merchant, it is T plus 2 days. T basically means the day where the transaction has happened plus 2 days, and sometimes it becomes 3 days, but that's the maximum. And for franchisee owner, it is every 15 days. Okay, so every 15 days, I would be paying Saksham. Right. So this is how the whole cycle works. I think I'll just write it here so that you guys can also remember, or I'll just include it in a sheet and send you across to Lavesh, and he can share that with you. Okay.
So we will be sharing any reports with the franchisee owner, how much he has to pay to the merchant and the driver as well.
See, the reconciliation reports you would be getting from our ops team. That's not a problem. We have a team here, a reconciliation team as well, who would help you with any kind of details on that. So that's not a problem. We will definitely let you know what is the order cost that we have. What is the money that we have. What is the money that we have got from the orders that has been placed on that particular franchisee. So basically, that's how we would be helping you out, and that's how we will be letting the franchisee owner know as well. So that's not a problem.
To be honest, this query is on the top of T plus 3 days. So we will be paying out to the merchants in T plus 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So how the franchisee owner will be knowing how much he needs to pay? So there will be some data we will be sharing or something like that, or he will be getting all the information from the admin panel.
That's what I'm saying. So that would be done by the reconciliation team. So that would be calculated by the finance team, and we would have that data with us from the Yelo or from the Razorpay or all those dashboard where the payment has been made. Okay. So this is only in the case of online payments. Now the cash payments again is a very different scenario where we will have to get the cash. So for example, Saksham is the franchisee owner. He has to collect the cash from the drivers. He has to deposit all the cash to the franchisee owner. That is basically Fatafat. So because we want to be in the authoritative circle where we disperse the money out, because what happens is sometimes franchisee owner take the money and they just run away and they don't take the responsibility of paying us back. So that is where the money flow has to happen from Fatafat. So even in the cash order, the drivers can collect the cash, the drivers can pay back to the franchisee owners, and the franchisee owners can deposit that money. And most of the times we normally settle them. I mean, when you come to the ground level operations, you see that if there is some kind of money that can be settled, that can also be done from our finance team as well. But just to let you know the operation and how this everything happens. So this is how the cash deposit happens. So the drivers collect and they transfer it to the franchisee owner, and then franchisee owners transfers to us. Then we do the payout to the merchants and the franchisee owner. Okay. I hope that was clear.
Yes.
Guys, it's a simple process from a franchise. If we ask, simple. If whatever the cash franchise collect, next day he need to deposit into our account, and then we'll take care of all the stakeholders. If I just put it across one line, we will not to give more details. Whatever the cash collection of franchises, next day you should deposit into our bank account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So that was the business model, basically, that we were talking about. Moving on, I think I was just explaining you the responsibilities of the franchisor. So basically that is me. So I'll be helping them with the complete tech support. I'll be helping them with all kind of app. So basically we'll be providing them the app. We'll have to maintain the apps as well. and definitely giving them the access to admin panel. Yeah, any questions?
I just had a one question. So, who will be bearing the transaction charges?
See, till now it is us, but we are so basically you're talking about the transaction charges that we incur in the Razorpay. That's about 3%, right? So that is done by us till now, but slowly we are trying to move that on to the franchisee owner. But currently, it is borne by us. Okay.
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 And one more, so that 5% and the 1/3, 2/3, what we are transferring the amount, are we paying the GST on top of that, or just we are transferring the only amount to the franchisee owner?
On the GST, so GST is involved. So imagine for example, Saksham is the franchisee owner. He's getting 5 rupees from each order or any kind of commission. So the end commission, we are definitely adding GST. That would definitely be added. Yes, that will be added.
So we'll be paying the franchise owner including GST.
We'll be paying the franchisee owner so we'll be excluding the GST. So that's what I'm saying. But Mayank, do we have to exclude the GST in the franchisee payments as well? Because I think we only exclude the Razorpay thing, as far as I remember.
I think that's a real good question. Rahul, we just need to check on our detailing how our reconciliation and finance team is doing it. My take should be that when we remit franchise, we should remit franchise share plus his GST, so that he can file GST on his behalf, right? But literally, we just need to see that how finance guys approve on this, on a taxation piece, on a commission.
Sure. I mean, Prince will let you know on that. Okay.
Thank you.
So these are the responsibilities of the franchisor. You can check the deck for the same. We'll be providing him the customer support, training and support as well. Training and support basically means there would be an operational POC who would be in touch with the franchisee owner, and he'll be helping with the day-to-day operations and guiding him also to scale the whole franchisee in total. Moving on, we have responsibilities of the franchisee owner. So basically, he has to handle the city operations. He has to handle the day-to-day city operations, tying up merchants, also looking into the how he has to manage his drivers. He also have to look on branding and offline marketing. So we are also allowing our franchisee owners to do offline marketing, definitely, which needs to be in the line of what Fatafat stands for. So these are something that we need to. These are something that the franchisee owner can do, and his definitely is one of his more of a core responsibility. Driver involvement again is all on franchisee owner. So the normal questions that we get is how to enroll drivers. So there are a lot of ways the franchisee owner can enroll drivers. He can look on jobs. On the websites as well, and also questions related to the insurance. So who would be insuring the drivers? Again, the franchisee owner has to take an auto insurance for his own drivers. So there are a lot in the market. If you want to know one, it's ACO insurance, which I normally tell to my clients, and if they want to take it, they end up taking, but I'm not sure if anyone has taken it. Okay. Backlog recovery, driver escalation, these are something that the franchisee owner has to take care, because we won't be involving in it. This is something which he needs to sort with his own team. Again, coming to the panel discussion after mutual discussion. So again, this is something basically it has a lot of facets to this. This could also involve discussions with merchants. This can also involve discussion with franchisor. So anything that needs to be discussed with the franchisor as well. So something that he needs to understand rather than taking his own decision. So again, that's where the operation teams comes into the picture, where we would be guiding him day to day. These are few responsibilities. So this deck is something that you can not this deck, there's one more deck that you can send to your clients which does not have these grids. So that is something that he can definitely understand. So again, when I was talking about the business model, this is something this is already written here. Moving on, I think we are currently done with the Indian market. I think I'll quickly take up the international as well. So that's again an ocean. Right. Any questions till now, guys, for the Indian market, or before I move on to the international segment? I think that's. I think I'll take that as a no. Right, Lavish?
Yeah. So we can move ahead to the international.
Okay. So again, things are quite different in international market. So again, it's in scenario of non-exclusive and exclusive. So when I was talking about the whole brand, so while we were giving him in the Indian market, we were giving him the technology, we were giving the physical marketing, we were also giving them an digital marketing and an operational support as well. In the international market, since it's a different market, it is a different time zone, things change. So we won't be taking the operational responsibilities from our end. So we won't be providing the ops perspective where we would be helping them with menu uploading or any kind of day-to-day operational help. So that is not something that we will be helping them. So we won't be taking their orders. We won't be doing customer support for them. We won't be onboarding, their merchants on the Yelo panel as well. So basically Fatafat panel as well. So that is something that will go missing in the international market. Also, we will also not be providing any kind of an physical marketing. So definitely we cannot courier something or we cannot parcel or something, because definitely it has a lot of charges involved with it. So how do we compensate that? So since we are not being able to help them with these two kind of an offerings, so basically when it comes to the ops part, the international franchisee owner has to set up his own team to manage customer support, to manage orders, to manage the drivers, and upload his own menus and upload his own catalog. So the international franchisee owner needs to have his own ops team. So that is basic. So just be clear with it. Tell him this is something that you have to do it. Second most important thing is, since we are not offering physical marketing support, right? So when we are not doing that, so basically we can help them with the offline prints of the same. I mean, like we can give them the designs. We can send them the designs. We can send them the canvas. We can send them the design formats right straight out of the Illustrator, and then email them. So that's something that we can provide them, right? But then we cannot send the material. So this is how we are compensating the two things that are being missed. Coming to the cost, again, the whole system of non-exclusive and exclusive remains the same as it was in the Indian market. When it comes to the international market, always remember the sheet is only for a city. So whenever you want to calculate any kind of an a cost for a city, and so any kind of an franchisee territory, you always remember the sheet is only for a city. Normally what I've seen is the most common mistakes people do is that they calculate a country costing based on it. No, you cannot calculate a country costing based on this. It is only for a city. So again, if you want to do a test kind of an scenario, I'll just need one city so that I can quickly explain how this is done on the segment. So any city names, anyone? If you
Melbourne. Actually, I have a client, so it will be helpful for me.
Melbourne population 2020. So it's about 49 lakhs. Okay, I mean, so that's about 4.9 million. And so if I have to check the GDP, so I'll have to check the GDP as well of the country. So basically that's Australia. So Australia is around 21. So now I have to go back to this sheet. I have to see the population lies between 3 to 5, because 4.9, and the country GDP is 21, so it comes into this segment. So this is the cost. 4,900 is the cost. Okay. Lavish,
So do we provide the digital marketing support in this, or it's additional or something?
No, we are not providing in this cost. That is additional. So this is just the franchisee cost. Okay. So this is how you have to calculate your cost for a particular city. So if you want to know Melbourne non-exclusive, go to the population, check the GDP. It's about 4,900. Now for the same, if you want to check your exclusive pricing, go to the population. That's about same 4.9, between 3 to 5. GDP is about 21 to 50. 7,900. So this is just again, so this is just like for a particular city. When it comes to the country, let us know. We'll help you out with that. Okay. So
Okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, perfect. So we can contact you guys in the start. To be honest, maybe for a few clients, then we can learn from you guys, and then we can take care of it.
Right. So again, so I'm just explaining I just explained the whole international market. So this is international costing. So this is just the franchisee cost. So moving on, you can add a digital marketing booster as well. So again, this is something how you recharge your phone, and you can add your extra digital marketing plans here based on the requirement of the client. So it can actually boost your deal size as well. So 7,900 for Melbourne, and if the client wants let's say about 6 months of marketing, so he can add 2,500 and make it up a good deal. So that's how you have to pitch your clients. So this again would be done by us. So digital marketing is something that we will be doing. Again, that because of the amazing cheap cost of resources in India, so it should be a good cost that where the client can accept. So that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Moving on again. So since it was a case in the Indian market.
Rahul, sorry to interrupt. In case of digital marketing, so the credit, I mean the amount which the campaigns cost, I mean the campaigns will be charging, that will be also from our end or from the customer's credit card. I mean, when we run campaigns on Facebook or Google, is it like everything from us, from our end only after taking the $2,500, or the $2,500 is only for creating campaigns and creatives, but the amount deducted will be from the customer?
No, I mean the customer is paying me, right? So imagine this as a service cost. So when the customer is paying me about $2,500, so I'll be running a marketing for the service for six months of the marketing. He'll be giving, if he wants me to run 6 months of marketing, so he has to pay 2,500 and I'll do the marketing for him. So again, coming back to the specifics, Facebook Ad Manager, where we'll be running the campaigns, but we won't show him. I mean, he won't have the visibility on the dashboard, but definitely on what kind of campaign we are running. So we can share that, but we won't give the credentials of the dashboard because we can't give, because that's a company dashboard and we cannot share that with the client. Okay.
No, I'm not asking about the credentials, but the amount, the budget that will be allocated by the campaign.
Kamal,
So
let me take this up.
in this only. I mean, this 2,500 includes this.
Okay,
Budget.
cool, got it.
So guys, okay, understand this. The budget allocation is part of this. I mean, we say 2,500. A part of it will go into our service fee, the person who is managing, and a major chunk of it would go into the market where we spend. Saying that, this budget is a very small amount. This is a piddly amount just to have a basic digital marketing up and running.
Yeah.
Okay. So that need to be clear. The client, they should not go under the impression that we'll be pasting Facebook all throughout and everything. And that's why we said that budget quota to be utilized within the allocated months. These are limited digital marketing packages, specified quota amount. So that doesn't mean that in a 2,500, I'm gonna do 10,000. I'm gonna spend 10,000 for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So in this 220, and this is a very limited, and we are very happy if franchise also does a digital marketing from their own, or they don't want to take this package. They say that we'll do our own digital marketing. We are more than happy on this.
Perfect. Right. Again, the commission, talking about the commission split. So here the commission, so remember the 15% mark that I was talking to you about. So this keeps changing. I mean, the normal commission percentage that we ask franchisors to charge to their merchants is about 15. But again, it could be different in Guatemala. It could be different in Panama. It keeps changing. So this is something that we need to have a conversation during the sales, where we have to understand where he's coming from, what would be the right kind of commission, and based on that, divide 1/5 for us. You know, always remember 4/5 of that particular commission would go to the franchisor, for the franchisee owner, and 1/5 would come to us. So remember, it's something that you have to talk to the client, because only then he'll let you know what exactly is the commission. So normally, I've seen that I've spoken to the Mexican client. He was okay with the 15% to be initially, because that was cheaper in the market compared to Rapide, that was cheaper in the market compared to Uber Eats. So this is a major USP, guys. If you remember, this is a major USP because we are charging such a less commission with merchants, which is dead cheap. I mean, call it our USP, or call it the kind of business model that we are currently into. But this is something which actually attracts other clients as well. As I've seen in the international market, they're like, okay, this is actually cheap. You're giving me a technology, you're asking me to run a franchisee, and you're asking me to take only 15%. And this is something that can actually attract the client. So always remember, the 1/5 would come to me, 4/5 would go to the franchisee owner. Moving on, so what does Fatafat brings on the table? So we would be, again, so what are the offerings? So your client might ask, what are the offerings that we have? So basically, we are providing him the technology. I mean, that's one thing that definitely we need to go. We'll be providing him an Fatafat technology dashboard for that country, with apps, with merchant apps, and with driver apps. And we'll also be bringing a brand value, since we are now a brand which is currently operating in 12 countries. So this is something that we'll definitely have to leverage on. We cannot say or sit shy of that. So we'll definitely have to talk this, because if I don't talk now, I'll never grow. I mean, if I do not mention that I'm available in 12 countries, the client will never know. I mean, he'll just think that I'm some local thing from some local street of India. So we'll have to, be specific about what is the kind of brand value that we are bringing on the table. So this is very important. Secondly, the brand creatives and the city merchant launch. We'll also be helping them with the brand creatives, again, that I had explained to you. We'll also be helping with the city launch. So this is something that our marketing team would be in touch with him and helping him out as well. We'll also be helping him out with account management, where we'll be in connect with him on a day-to-day basis, understanding his business pain points, understanding his technology pain points, where he wants us to improve on the technology, or probably he might want something on the app that is not currently available, or maybe just a configuration change. So that is something that we would be enabling for him. So that would be the work of account manager. He would also be indulging in day-to-day business related queries, where the client might ask, what should he do to just want to know what can be done on this particular aspect of business. So the account manager would be sharing his own knowledge. So definitely we have worked in India, so we have some set of knowledge prior to launching it in international. So we will be sharing that. So things like these have worked. So that's something would be done by account manager. Resource training. Yeah. So again, remember the point where I said that the franchise owner should set up his own operation team. So we'll be helping him with a KT. KT basically means knowledge transfer. We'll be helping him out with all kinds of basic setup, where he can have a team to actually manage the initial set of orders, manage the initial customer support. So that's something that our team will help him out with. Last being the cash reconciliation with merchants. So again, we'll be sharing the cash reports, the order reports with the franchisee owner. So the only thing in international market right now is that we cannot have the control of all the merchant payouts, of all the driver payouts, because there's a huge transaction charge that is being levied on us. So we are giving this opportunity, we are giving this thing to the franchisee owner to settle your merchants, to settle your drivers, and whatever commission that is being incurred from the orders, we will raise an invoice from our end, or you can just wire us every 15 days. So this is the only difference. The difference from the domestic and international market is, in domestic market, we control the cash flow. We control whatever the money is playing on the platform. In the international market, the franchisee owner controls the whole money, whatever is being played on the platform. And we will be just raising him an invoice, or he can just wire us whatever our commission is being incurred. Okay. I just want to finish it, and then we can have a question and a Q&A session again. Franchisee owner's responsibilities again comes down to merchant tie-ups, payment gateway and transaction charge, I was just mentioning right now. And he has to settle the merchant. He has to also look for a local demand marketing. He can do his own marketing. He has to look for the driver and driver operations as well. And again, coming to the operations as well. So he has to also look at his own backend operations. Renewal grid is similar to what I was just showing on the domestic front. It is again the minimum order that the client needs to have before the 1 month prior to the renewal month, and we'll be evaluating his performance, and based on this he has to pay us whatever the percentage of franchisee cost is being calculated as with respect to his daily orders. These are few digital marketing add-ons. I think we can actually have more now. This is just Colombo, UK, and Gauteng. And I think that's it. So I think I'm done from my end. We can, open for Q&A now. Right, guys? Anyone?
Yeah. So Rahul, I would like to bug you with some questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one being, what is the SLA on response rate by the AM to the franchisee?
See, the AM is connected to him on a day-to-day basis. So whenever there is an SLA, it depends on what kind of issue it is. So if it's a marketing SLA, we normally take a TAT time, turnaround time for about 24 to 48, 24 hours. I think is an average time that I've seen. So whenever there's a request, so we normally come back to that particular request on the marketing front in 24 hours. But again, we are setting this up again. So I just want to be honest with you. What has happened is that we are being overburdened by the franchisee owners, the international franchisee owners with 60 creatives at once. Okay, so at one particular time we are being asked to do 60 creative at once. So that's
no worries. My major concern here is what's our SLA on technical queries? Like my client is not able to pay.
I think mine
can it not be instant call connection maybe?
See, the client is anyways connected in an Fatafat franchisee Fugu group, so he just has to type there, and the client is the operation. The account management team is available 24/7. We are looking to cover 24/7, but currently we do not have the right resources. Currently, it all depends on the availability of the few set of resources that we have. But to be honest, we are doing pretty well. We are actually mapping around 15 to 18 hours a day.
Guys,
so basically,
sorry, will not say account manager. These are relationship manager and business POCs. Okay, because account manager as a term we use for a product when we have sold. Okay, this is a franchise business partnership. So franchise is my business partner. They are not our client. So there is a fundamental
relationship manager
between the two, right? Understand? So they are like business partner to us because they are handling Fatafat business in their market, be it a domestic, be it international. And for them, we have the relationship manager, or you can say business POC. And since this is a one business POC mapped to their market, and a person would be handling kind of a 10 franchise partners, one person cannot be available 24/7. From a point of view, if app get crashed or something happens from a critical point of view, then yes, we'll have a Fugu group where there are people who are available 24/7 in terms of a critical breakdown. Apart from that, it's a business relationship and business nurturing.
Fine. More than nice. Next, the pointer is who handles the legality. Suppose in India we sell a franchisee and we know alcohol is not allowed or was not allowed. So in case of let's say Brazil, they are offering cannabis. So who takes control of the products?
See, any kind of illegality. So now, if I want to talk about the domestic one, so again, India being huge and each state has its own set of laws. So it depends. The time of delivery of alcohol in Punjab might be different from the time of delivery of alcohol in Mumbai, right? So we let all these legalities to be done by the franchisee owner on the ground and with his local authorities itself. Similarly for the international market as well. But again, when we talk about international market, the franchisee owner has to disclose us what kind of merchants he is he's planning to onboard. He can't go and onboard anything. We can't misuse the platform, just to put it in right words. Otherwise, if
Okay, fine.
yeah, so that's one thing that we need to monitor from our end as well. But from the Indian perspective as well, it all comes down to the local authorities, because there's so much difference. So it
Yes,
happens.
yes, yes, I totally understand.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was for your question. Yeah, go ahead.
And one of the more points here would be who handles the refunds. It needs to be technically the franchisee, but still.
Mayank, okay, fine. I'll just give a perspective on this. So currently we have a cancellation or a refund policy. Okay, there are a lot of scenarios where the responsible stakeholder is a merchant, where the responsible stakeholder is a customer, and there or could be a driver who just met with an accident. So there is a lot of scenarios, Kashish. So for each scenario, our ops team has created particular set of refund policies, and based on that we would be doing for our merchants or for our drivers of our customers. Mayank, do you want to throw some light on this?
Okay, guys, from a refund and cancellation policy, we don't do in a normal case as the refund to the client, because most of the orders are from a perishable items, or even a non-perishable. A person would have taken it up. The key on Indian market, I'm just saying particularly. Number two, there is a large part of it in a cash order, cash on delivery order. So now cash on delivery. Refund doesn't make sense, because refund to customer ने पैसा ही नहीं दिया, customer has not paid us money, so there's no point in refunding the customer. The challenge comes in refunding a merchant, settling between a merchant and franchise. Like what Rahul told you, there are multiple scenarios where operation team takes a call on those scenario along with franchise, that how do you settle merchant onto it. So say example, in a workshop scenario, franchise merchant has prepared a food, right? He has prepared a food worth 200 rupees. Delivery boy has taken it to the customer, and customer refuses to take this food. What are you gonna do? So in that case, that's a case-to-case basis. While we'll bar the customer to use our platform, but there's a 200 real value loss for a merchant. So how do we settle? So that's between us and franchisee. We discuss and take the call, and usually we see who's at the call. And in some of the scenarios, it could be possible that we and franchise are equally taking up the bill, because franchise is our business partner. From an international market, since from an international point of view, like what Rahul said, that complete operations, on ground operations are run by local franchise partner. So they can actually practically define what should be a refund and cancellation policy. We can help them, we can share our experience, because anything which has to be put, that has to be given by them only. Our team is not into
Thanks a lot
for international case.
Right. Any more questions, guys? Kamal, Lavish, anyone?
I guess we are fine for now. So it will make more sense. Let's talk to some clients about the Fatafat franchisee. Then we can come up with more questions, and we can ask. We can create a group as well for the team.
Perfect. We also have Fatafat help desk. You can use that. You can use that for any kind of query. Okay.
Rahul, to just add team leads into Fatafat help desk, and then they can add their respective team members onto it. That's one. Second, guys, I have spoken to Samriti. We'll be soon starting a leads for you guys, both for India market and international. Next week we'll try to see, Rahul, that how we can run from a language specific campaigns for you, because what I was discussing with Samriti is that French and Spanish could be a key language. So we'll just see as a long term that can we get some language specific leads to you, so that you can utilize your broader partnership base there. But by next week, you should see some leads coming on your way at a team lead level, and then you can allocate to your team members.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for the same. And I was about to ask the same thing. We don't need much leads in the start, to be honest. So like we need to prepare as well for the pitch itself. So yeah, you can start with couple of leads to every team lead, I guess, and that will be more than enough in the start. So let us convert some leads, and then you can allocate more if you.
Sure, absolutely. We'll start slow and then we'll ramp it up.
So Lavesh, I just want to add one more thing here. I was also talking with Kamal and a lot of other partnership folks. I always get an query of a reseller. So guys, you can always remember we can have a reseller. We can have a guy who resells our franchisee. But then again, that's a different discussion altogether. So let us know if you have a partner like that who wants to have such kind of an engagement with us so that we can look into it. Okay.
Actually, few of my clients ask this question on Yelo plus Tookan. If they want to start something like Fatafat for their brand, no, they don't want to actually sell Fatafat. They they want to start something, let's say XYZ, and they want to sell the franchisee to their clients. So can we do that?
Okay, fine. I mean, I think it depends on his own brand. But I'm just talking about on the Fatafat front, which again is different from what the scenario that you just explained. Because in Yelo and Tookan, the control of that particular thing is with him, so he can do anything with that. Okay, because he has the city level access, he has the ACL, everything, so he can have franchises under him. That's not a problem. But if it comes to Fatafat, then again the whole definition of reseller changes, where the guy would be helping us close deals rather than operating by himself. So it changes. So that's why I'm saying whenever you guys have a lead, just let us know. We'll help you with that. Okay. So just ending the session. I mean, it's been a long session. Sorry for that. So always remember Fatafat is different from Jungleworks products, because in products you are solving a problem. You're trying to be consultative at that approach. While in Fatafat you are giving him an opportunity for a business. You're showing him an opportunity for a business. You're giving him an investment opportunity, to put it into in the right words, and also asking him to buy a brand. Okay, so that's one thing that you can look into it. So I had one question. I just want to answer that before I end. There's a possibility of a white label Fatafat reseller model. Yep, there is one possibility where we are looking into our side brands. For example, a client from Guatemala wanted to open up. Let's say Fatafat is not a word that might be ringing bells in his local customers. So then we'll definitely have to look into that. So we can look into it on a case-to-case basis. Just bring us and let us know. Okay, Kashish. I think that's about it from my end. And yeah, I think franchisee business is different. It's totally different. What's the movie The Founder, if you guys want to? I mean, it's a very good definition of what exactly franchisee business is all about. It talks about the McDonaldization of how McDonald's become the world's top franchisee. So that's something I just want to end my session with. Any questions, reach out to me and Mayank and we can help you with that. Sure, guys. Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Rahul. Thanks a lot, Mayank. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rahul. Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for joining.
Thank you, Mayank.
Hoping to close it in a good way in terms of sales. Thank
Sure.
you.
Thank you.